One team. Alright, so yeah. Wayfinder Echoes dropped today on PlayStation. This is the reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it, of the previously an MMO published by Digital Extremes, then not. Uh, I do have a couple concerns about the game, like how you convert an MMO with classes to a co-opable but single-player game with any kind of sense of balance. But we'll let the game stand on its own merits, pretty much. One thing I don't like is that they lost crossplay in the whole process of changing publishers. So, what do we got? We can adjust this at any time. Let's just take normal for now, then. And prepare for cutscene.
We lived in an age of wonders. We wove magic into steel and shaped the elements with our words. And yet, even in this golden age, there were stories of cities falling to darkness, of a force reaching from the shadows. We didn't believe them until it came for us. The beacons had always been a part of our world. We never knew who created them, or that someday they would return. Defenseless. We must get to the beacon!
This is foul magic. Sign up, clear a path. On it!
Horns, anger issues. Remind you of anyone?
Shut up and fight. There are too many. Make for the gate. We're through.
What now?
Now, Wingrave, we light the beacon. Somehow, these markings. I can do this. But I'll need some time.
Precursor. We have to buy her some time!
False one! This is vengeance for my people.
This! I am sorry. No! Just a little longer.
Damn.
We're so close.
You've done it. The light.
Your gods are dead. Your world is ours.
Alright. I think that was the same cutscene that was previously open the game. Not 100%. Last time I went with Silo. In the MMO version. And the guns kind of got boring really fast. Between Silo and then Venomous. Wasn't a huge fan of her either. I didn't play too much of her. So I'm gonna go with good old Wingrave.
It will be done.
I don't know how much the character choice even matters in this version, so...
Can you hear me? Quickly, follow my voice.
Yeah, it's the same tutorial, I think. Turn the vibration off. Oh, we have to say, okay. A little more field of view. Performance. Take that down a tiny bit. All right. Follow a voice.
Skylight needs you. Take the shard.
I remember. I am Harless Wingrave. I was a warrior, an Imperial Archon, charged to carry the light of the Architects into the darkest places, and to vanquish the forces of evil. How much time has passed? It's all vague. I remember countless enemies, cultists, monsters. Now, it seems that the Empire has been swallowed up by this darkness, that the Architects themselves may have fallen. But their light lives on in me, and I will fight to protect those who survived.
Praise the Architects. I thought we'd lost you. We need to get you back to Skylight. There's no time to explain. You're trapped within the gloom. But with that shard, you can cut through the shadows. You must move quickly. I will guide you as best I can.
Push deeper into the gloom. That's this way, apparently.
Dangers wait in the shadows ahead. Be quick, but be careful.
Sweet fun. I never got the melee tutorial because I started with the ranged character last time, and there's no way to replay them. Broke the game. Bye. Have fun, guys. This is how you beat the enemies in this tutorial. The cheesy way. I think I can just jump off. It'll be fine. More or less, yes. Less than 10 minutes and already broke things.
You can cut through the barrier. Focus. Channel your power through the shard. Get close to the anchor. The heart of this shadow. You must move quickly before it senses your presence.
Is my crit chance up?
There it is. The anchor of this gloom shadow. You must destroy it.
Yeah, but there'll be a boss. I know how this works. Yeah, like that.
It summoned protection. Prepare yourself.
Get behind me!
The anchor is vulnerable. Focus your power through the shard. Destroy it. The
Just
path
run.
is clear, but the
Pseudo
shadow
off
is
muscle
collapsing.
memory there.
Quickly, enter the portal.
I had like 100 hours in the game, so I should be able to remember some of it, right? Almost none of it with this character. Although I did use the sword and shield on a different character.
At last. Come. We have much to discuss. Food, construction materials, God's blood. My friend, it is so good to see you again. I thought we'd lost you forever.
Your omen, I remember a battle.
Don't worry. Your memories will return in time. That battle took place a year ago, and you were lost in the gloom. We've been trying to bring you back ever since. Let me show you. The Eldrin attack was a distraction. The beacon was always the target. We pushed past them and found the creature who was leading the attack. And you did what needed to be done. You fought to the bitter end. And your sacrifice...
You got the
bought
crap
you
beat out of
time
you.
we needed. There's so much we don't yet know about the beacon. But its power protects this city. It destroyed our enemies and stopped the Gloom Tear from expanding. We couldn't close the Gloom Gate. But as long as the beacon remains lit, our enemies can't pass through it. And in the year that followed, we've studied it, learned more about this gloom, learned how to bring you back. We survived thanks to you. But the damage is done. Skylight is safe and the land around it. But beyond the highlands, reality is collapsing into the gloom. There may be other beacons, other places that repel the invaders. The only way to find out is to cut a path through the gloom. And for that, we need Wayfinders. We need you.
Feel like that part of the script might have been changed. Could have been changed from the MMO version.
The time I needed to light the beacon. And the beacon's light holds the gloom at bay. It's the only reason we're alive. We still don't know. A year ago, the Eldrin attacked us and extinguished the beacon. And it was then that the gloom began to spread. It corrupts and consumes reality. The beacon protects us. But beyond its light, the gloom has swallowed the world, leaving only shadows and chaos. We don't know if anyone else has survived. That's why we need you. You survived in the gloom. You can do it again. With the tools you've been given, you can cut through its shadows. You must be a Wayfinder.
You're either a ventriloquist or you should be talking a lot quieter than you are right now.
We still know so little about the gloom. And so much of the world has been lost to it. We need you to enter the lost zones, to find a path through the shadows.
Her talking animation just like stops for several seconds at a time.
I shouldn't burden you with this now. It's best you see what's left of Skylight and meet other Seekers. You were a Seeker once. You've just forgotten. Before the Gloomfall, we investigated ancient mysteries. Now it's the Seekers who are working to keep Skylight and its people alive.
Where should I begin?
Go to the Great Hall, up above the plaza. Wolf will want to meet you. We'll talk again after you've met with him and Lord Halar.
Main story quest completed.
We're running low on so many vital supplies.
Wingrave is level
Rangers
2.
can double their salvaging operations.
Not that menu. How is that still a thing? Yeah, sure, we'll go with that for now. I appear to have not kept any of my style stuff. It's gotta be in here, right? I don't know where they hid the affinity menu. I assume it'll tell me at some point.
I know a warrior when I see one. Welcome, Wayfinder. You honor us with your presence. I fought the Eldrin during the attack, just as you did. But it was your sacrifice that saved Skylight.
It's all still a blur to me. Who are you?
Before the fall, I was an officer of the Avar Imperium. Now I command our forces, such as they are. There are all too many threats. Shrikes, breaches. But you'll see for yourself soon enough. We will have much to discuss in the days ahead. And we'll have quarters for you soon enough. Much of Skylight was devastated in the attack. The builders are working as quickly as they can. You have more important work ahead of you. But for now, find Lord Halar outside of the Great Hall. He'll get you ready for the tasks that lie ahead.
Speak to Lord Halar.
You are always welcome here. The new Wayfinder. Delightful. I am Lord Halar. As you know, my lands and the Dominion itself have been swallowed by the Gloom. But even now, especially now, names matter. I lead the Arcanists among the Seekers. By necessity, we have focused our efforts on restoring Skylight. But it is my studies of the Gloom that can help you, not my knowledge of arcanic illumination.
What can you tell me about the Gloom?
What I know for certain is that the Gloom alters flora and fauna, and never for the better. Where it lingers, it can consume entire regions, leaving only shadows in the Gloom. What we call lost zones. You were consumed by the Gloom, but you survived. Now you have the power to shape it, to some degree. The shard you've been given focuses this gift. Only a Wayfinder can enter a lost zone. But this is just a glimmer of your full potential. If you can enforce your will upon the Gloom, perhaps one day we can undo the damage that has been done. But I can only tell you of the Gloom. Omen can show you. Return to her.
When are you gonna tell me where my affinity points go, Yao?
We have lost.
Oh, that hasn't changed. It's gotta be one of these locked ones, but somehow I haven't unlocked it yet.
World to the Gloom. The Gloom is consuming our world. Our beacon holds it at bay, but much was lost before it was lit. Beyond Skylight, you will find breaches where the Gloom has ripped away pieces of our world. Using
Gloom
the
breach.
focusing shard, you can pass through breaches to reach a shadow of what was lost, what we call lost zones. These are unstable and unpredictable, reflecting what was or what might have been. We're running out of time. The Gloom is breaking down our defenses, and we don't know how to stop it. We need you to explore the lost zones, to find a way to fight the Gloom and reclaim our world. We do know the large gate behind me is the key. In theory, you can reach any lost zone through this gate. In practice, there are limitations.
What do you mean?
Usually, you must find and enter a breach directly to access a lost zone for the first time. But you can't just stumble into a breach. You need a connection to the lost zone. For now, I have a single connection I can share with you. The Codex Halls of Aurelian. There. Go to the gate. Follow the connection I have given you and return to the Gloom. The shard you've been using is an incomplete tool. Find a Codex Ember in the Gloom. Then we can transform your focusing shard into a full Gloom dagger, allowing you to harness your full potential.
Main story quest completed.
We still don't know if we can restore what has been lost.
Alright. Basically, you have to find dungeons in the open world, and then there's that key object that will let you open them, and once you open them, you can go them through here, but she's giving us one for free.
It's just a shadow of what it once was.
It wasn't such a depth lore that I felt the need to listen to it all when I've heard it before.
This is a lost zone. It's not a perfect replica of the world that was. It's a dream inspired by what was lost. When you return here again...
Oh, so yes, the dungeons are
This
roguelites.
lost zone is tied to Aurelian, a fortress monastery of the Avar Order of the Silver Codex. The Codex monks were conducting arcane research, and we need to know more about them. Aurelian was raised by raiders from the maze years before the Gloomfall. You'll need to establish your own connection to it.
I feel weaker than I was before.
Yes. It was a miracle that we could pull you back to Skylight. This connection I've provided is temporary and unpredictable. Look for a Codex Ember. With it, you can turn your shard into a full Gloom dagger and establish your own connections. I can't guide you when you go deeper. To escape, you'll need to find the heart of this lost zone, the anchor, and destroy it. This weakens the Gloom and lets us harvest its energy through your shard. Explore as thoroughly as you can. We need the supplies and knowledge you may find, and exploration may grant you connection to other lost zones. Now go, and good luck.
So yeah, you can still probably see the very obvious trappings of how this game worked before. So yeah, when I do that big sword swing, it generates little green orbs that heal me. Not sure what the L1R1 thing is, to be honest with you. It's my weapons ability, but I don't know what it is for this weapon. And just generally all the little pickups you find. Warframe, Diablo, Path of Exile, it's all kind of some sort of useful doohickey. There's our objective, apparently. Or crafting material.
Have courage.
Okay, I think our L1R1 just gives us a damage boost for a bit.
God's favorites.
Also, you regenerate like crazy while you're out of combat. These yellow stagger meters above their health are exactly what you think they are. Did we just pick up the shotgun? Oh, we straight up picked up the shotgun. Someone start up the Dune music. Thought that chest was moving. So yeah, any Wayfinder can use any weapon. The shotgun used to be stupidly overpowered at the little active reload thing for it too. So I wonder if that still holds true. Also, despite using the shotgun, I can still do my big sword swing.
Victory is ours.
And that was the boss fight of this little tutorial mission. I know, insanely hard, eh?
What is this? Something new. Something interesting.
Shut up or I'll throw a wall at you.
I hear an echo in the darkness. You have promised, yes. But you don't have what I need. Not yet. Go ahead. Run along home. I'll be watching you, Wayfinder.
And then we got things. Look at all these things we got. Don't you love things? Some of them might actually be useful. Most of them are just random resource crafty materials. Lord Hala.
How are you feeling? Are your limbs working as you expect them to? Does your body feel reliably solid?
Hey, I got the most solid body you dang ever seen. Look at me.
As a Wayfinder, you aren't just a creature of flesh and blood. You shaped your body from the Gloom, and it's your will that holds it together. It's remarkable. Because of this, you have powers you don't yet understand. Think to your recent battles. Have you seen flares of energy flowing from your fallen enemies?
I mean, the things that heal me or the things that are XP?
These are echoes. Fragments of the spiritual essence of your enemy, traces of who they were. As a Wayfinder, you can fuse the echoes of your enemies into your own form.
I don't think I actually picked up
As
any.
you progress, you'll learn how to weave echoes into your weapons and even your relics. This is a crucial tool that can dramatically increase your power. I urge you to experiment with it.
The Echo menu. So yeah, your Wayfinder and your weapons and I'll call them accessories. I forget if that's what they're actually called. They all have slots. They have polarities. Very familiar, like Warframe. Matching your polarity means you can fit more in, because you can see I have 1 capacity, I think, on the Tempest here, and like none on the 2 on Windgrave. I do not have an Echo. He is talking
Wayfinder,
crap
there's something
about me
else we
picking
must
it up.
discuss. The Silver Codex studied ways to manipulate arcane energies. We can use the ember you recovered from Aurelian to create your Gloom dagger, and to establish your own connection to the ruins. You see, the shard you claimed in the Gloom is a rough and imperfect tool. You need to make it a true extension of yourself, a blade that can cut through reality. Use the Echo Matrix to combine the ember and the shard. Visualize the shape of your dagger. You can draw on the threads of the Gloom and make your vision real. Try it.
Apparently gave me Vanguard, but I already had Vanguard, so I have 2 Vanguards now. Oh, the one they gave me I think is better. So I'll just mark that one to be sold. I also got Slicer and Dicer at some point, which is daggers. Make a Gloom dagger.
Excellent, yes. Let me inspect it and make sure your work is complete.
And about this old dude asking to inspect my dagger. Seems sus.
I trust your dagger is performing adequately?
That doesn't help it, that phrasing.
Perfectly done. Woven from the pure elements of magic and drawn into reality. Now you have what you need to explore lost zones on your own. To reach a lost zone, you need 3 things. A breach, that a connection can take the form of an object. You now have a Gloom dagger, and through the ember you have a connection to the... Yes, just so. Once you've found it, use your dagger to carve a path.
There you are. Your Gloom dagger is connected to the Beacon of Sky, but now I need you to return to the code. Our work suggests they were experimenting with a sinister force that may have been the Gloom, decades before the Gloomfall. This work could help us push back the Gloom, or reconnect our world. As Lord Halar has told you, you must first find the breach tied to the Codex halls out in the wider world. And that means leaving the safety of Skylight. Before you leave Skylight, I need you to bind your dagger to the signal fires here. This will strengthen your... Once that's done, take the lift down to the Highlands and find Warden Haas. She's in charge of our defenses. I will...
I'm skipping the parts that are like, this is how fast travel works. If you're wondering why I cut out parts of the dialogue there.
There is much to be done.
So yeah, these are fast travel points. Once you light them, and then you can fast travel between them. That was an easier way to say that than what she said. Also, apparently, it wants me to talk to Omen.
Food. Construction material.
I pull someone back from the gloom. Process is really perfect. Consequences, the gaps in your memory. It's a terrible thing to lose your sense of being. I believe it's time we start putting you back together. Temporary access memory of mine. You should be able to see it.
We are running low on so many vital supplies. We need the Rangers to redouble their salvaging operations. We were lucky, you know. When the beacon...
It's memory of mine. Physically manifest memories of your past.
Its light destroyed that monstrosity.
I believe that's how you upgrade your character.
The signal fires are tied to the beacon. It's this network of arcane energies that holds back the gloom.
Then we go grab this other fast travel point 8 feet away.
Well done. Now, take the Great Lift to the Highlands and find Warden Haas.
Found a decoration for our house if we want to stick a fish head on the wall. Alright, time to go to the place that always liked to crash the MMO version. I wonder if there's a wandering volcano monster out here still. Cooperative play unlocked.
Warden Haas is stationed in Lower Skylight and knows the Highlands well. She'll know the location of the breach you're looking for.
Only losers play multiplayer. Unless someone in chat or from my Discord wants to play and isn't like miles super leveled above me.
Well met. Well met, Wayfinder. Welcome back to the world. What's left of it. It's an ugly business. We're fighting the Shrikes for resources. And out beyond, you've got feral beasts and gloom-spawned monsters.
What's
You'll
a
find
shrike?
out soon enough, I fear. Brigands and looters. Some of them half feral from drinking God's blood and other madness. Dangerous is what they are. But what's your business here?
I need to enter the Codex halls.
I'm no Wayfinder, but I know it. Head out past the foundry and through the ruined gate walls. Once you get to the swamp, look for the large gnarled tree and weathered steps. Be sure to bind your dagger to the signal fire here. You'll find them across the Highlands. Never miss an opportunity to forge a connection. Again, I'm no Wayfinder. I've heard they're connected to the beacon.
You've also heard they are fast travels. That requires Silo. Okay. Must be Silo's memories. Oh yes, I'm using a shotgun. That's why the light attack button didn't work. Oh, let's just go down the regular way. This is probably a good way to get my backside kicked. Get staggered.
So tough.
So yeah, if you shoot them enough, they'll get little target points on them. That's how you charge up the special attack that shoots all the shotgun shells at once.
For a fight.
It's on the shoulder right now. A little fast travel here.
There's work to be done.
Judgment is... It marks them for bonus damage and heals this when you hit them. And that's the one that just blocks projectiles. We'll do Judgment. Did I just pick up some echoes? Yes. I have 3 capacity. See, I can put this in for some max health, and break power is what helps you break the bars. Despite having less capacity cost, this one seems to give me much better stuff. I don't have any guard types. Apparently I missed a signal fire when I was ziplining across town. Level 3 echo, but I don't think I have that particular. Which one did I miss?
I suppose you're on another errand.
Onward!
Well, good. Not for that woman. He would have crumbled months ago.
I could have sworn I did that.
No way then. But we could use another blade out here. These Gloom touch beasts get more dangerous every day. And the Shrikes are even worse. Skylight needs supplies, and it's getting harder and harder to find them. I know you've got your mission, but if you can kill a worm or scare off some Shrikes, we need the help.
As a Wayfinder, you will look. Many will ask for. Right now, I need you to return.
She's explaining the concept of side quests. Oh, I got an accessory thing. So yeah, the trick with these is some of the stuff you want the sets for, because they will give you much better stuff. I don't think we have anything just yet. I'm gonna go with this defense one for some tankiness. And I'll go with this outright. Now if I go to the Echoes menu, I might be able to... No, they don't have any slots. Okay. Pretty sure there's no fall damage. Get rid of that. I think if I go up here, there's a zip line. Could be wrong though. It's been known to happen. Could also be holding my controller wrong and accidentally fire a gun. That's why there's trigger discipline. Okay, now we can find the Codex halls. And the Codex hall should be over here. Are you friends? You're not friends. Those weren't friends at all. I will not respect the effective range of a shotgun. You can't make me.
Hold a moment. Before you enter, bind your blade to the signal fire nearby. This way you can easily return, should you need to. A previous expedition discovered unnatural deadly spiders in the shadows of Aurelian. Lord Halar believes these aren't spontaneous creations of the Gloom. They're tied to the Silver Codex's work. Did the Codex somehow harness the Gloom decades before the Fall and use it to cause mutations? We need answers. Search for spiders and see what you can find. You aren't the only Wayfinder.
I know when I unlock unlimited arcane power, the first thing I do is make giant spiders. Anyways, gonna put the cut in here for YouTube. Welcome to Wayfinder Echoes. This probably will be a series, so I'll say see you in the next episode. Don't remember to like, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff over on the YouTubes. And it might not show up for a couple of episodes, but there should be a playlist in the description which will have all the Wayfinder stuff. And I will catch you guys in that one. Twitch, just hang on out.